Huawei, 5G, the Meng Wanzhou extradition case, the fight to return the two Micheals, and continually escalating diplomatic tensions between Canada and China. These stories have been in the news for almost 2 years now.
Right now, a Vancouver judge is weighing a question that could tilt relations between Canada and China for years.
But it's a complex story to make sense of. So how are these stories intertwined? And what does the future hold for Huawei's 5G ambitions and Canadian-Sino relations? All of this begins on December 1st, 2018, at the Vancouver International Airport. Meng Wanzhou, the daughter of the founder of Huawei, the company's deputy chair of its board, and the chief financial officer, was detained by the RCMP and border security agents, who were responding to an official extradition request from the US State Department. She had been charged with allegedly defrauding multiple financial institutions in breach of US sanctions against Iran. Although Huawei is China's largest non-state-owned business, Huawei has been at the center of espionage allegations over Chinese 5G network equipment. 5G is essentially a higher radio frequency that was previously owned by the government, but will soon become available for civilian use, entailing faster cell phone speeds. In 2018, the United States passed a defense funding bill that barred the federal government from doing business with Huawei. This move, and the arrest of its top executive, was a huge blow to Huawei and China. The Chinese government demands to release Wanzhou fell on deaf ears.
We support Ms. Meng completely and believe she is innocent of all allegations against her. We have every confidence that she will be vindicated in keeping with the independence and fairness of the Canadian judicial process.
Thanks to Canada's rule of law, Canadian diplomats had no say in her arrest or release. 3 days after Meng Wanzhou appeared in court, two Canadians, named Michael Kovrig, who was on leave from Global Affairs Canada, and an entrepreneur, Michael Spavor, were detained by the Chinese government under charges of espionage. It took over a year for the verdict of Meng Wanzhou's case to be delivered. During this time, the United States would accuse Huawei of having the ability to covertly exploit backdoors intended for law enforcement officials, while also charging Huawei with racketeering and conspiring to steal trade secrets. Canada's two Micheals have been detained for over 550 days, awaiting trial in a judicial system that has a conviction rate of 99.9%. In March of this year, Wanzhou's trial reached a decision. The BC Supreme Court ruled that her extradition to the United States would be lawful. As a result of this, the Trudeau government could send Meng Wanzhou to the United States to stand for trial there. Only days after this verdict, the Chinese ambassador to Canada hinted that the release of Meng could result in the freeing of Canada's two Micheals, a deal that everyone knew the Chinese had been pushing for all along. Only a few weeks ago, 19 prominent Canadians, including the former leader of the NDP party, former foreign ministers, and ex-UN officials, penned a letter urging Trudeau to give in to this obvious strong-arm and release Wanzhou. Many people have seen this saga as a blatant example of China attempting to directly influence the Canadian judicial system, and it has raised many questions about how Canada will move forward when dealing with this new global power, one that has little respect for Canadian law and autonomy. Add to this the recent controversial national security laws in Hong Kong, its handling of the coronavirus, and its intensifying border dispute with the world's biggest democracy, India, and it seems that when it comes to diplomatic relations with China, Canada, and its Western allies, they are certainly at a crossroads. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want us to make similar content in the future, please leave a like and consider subscribing. If you have any ideas for next week's video, please leave a comment and we'll be sure to check it out. We really appreciate any and all support as we continue to grow our channel and